Live? Nine seconds.
こんばんは。
Konnichiwa, Janai. Good evening. Welcome
こ
to
んばん
Mike and
は。
Cooney's.
異文化ルー
I
ム
forgot
よう
the
こ
name.
そ。
I forgot the name, Cooney, because we missed last month.
いえ、久しぶりですね。
We missed. How did you say we missed last month?
先月できませんでし
すいません。
た。すいません。
申し訳ありません。Sorry. No hat.
12月になりました。
It was busy. It's now December, but this is actually November's episode, okay? Hey, do we have any visitor already or not yet? Not yet,
Already.
right? Oh, who's here?
ああ、いえ。どなたか見
Let's
て
say
ま
hi.
す。ありがとうございます。こんばんは。
Hello.
は
All right. So, Mike and Cooney's Ibunka Room, we talk about like our international life and intercultural communication and differences in life.
はい。
じゃあどうぞ、久美さん。
はい。異文化ルームです。なんだっけ。
文化の違うものと国際の生活のものを話しましょうね。We do、はい、毎週じゃない毎月ね。
毎月ですね。月に1回ですね。日常のことですが、文化が違うっていうことで、いろんな話をしてます。
And hey, this one is in 4 languages, Kuni.
Yes, 4 languages.
What's the 4 languages?
My Japanese.
Your Japanese. My Japanese.
Yes.
変な日本語ね。
変な日本語。
And your English?
My English?
And my katakana English.
Katakana English.
違う。Katakana English means like Japanese pronunciation that Kuni uses. So that's the 4 languages. So everyone can join. Right? So Kuni, that song, do you know the name of that song that I was playing?
I don't know.
Okay, この song の名前は More Money, More Problem.
More money, more program.
So this is
program.
Problem. Yeah, this is the theme of today, because today's theme is it's 2 parts. Kuni, the first part is positive thinking and affirmations. That's Kuni.
Yes.
これは
そう、最近ですね。
最近じゃないね。まず私のトランスレーションよろしくお願いします。
はい。前向きな考え方とポジティブなね考え方とアファメーションですね。
そう、これはKuniの分。Okay, so of course, you know, when I was studying Japan history, Kuni, I learned from this guy called I want to say Hofstede, but that's not him. His name is Hofstede maybe. Anyway, one of his students was my professor. And no, Reischauer. Sorry, Edwin Reischauer. Edwin Reischauer is Wakaru.
Reischauer?
知ってる？
知らない。
Reischauer 先生はアメリカの日本の歴史は専門。アメリカの日本の歴史。He was a Japanese history specialist. 専門ね、専門家。Okay, so he was a history of Japanese history professor from America. And so my professor was his student. And he used to tell the story that, you know, Reischauer couldn't speak Japanese well, but he could understand. So his translator would make a mistake and he would correct her. So that's what you do. You're supposed to translate what I say first and then tell your story. じゃあ、今日のテーマじゃない、今日の集中ね。テーマは2つあります。2件ありますね。Thank you. So one is Kuni, positive thinking and affirmation. The other one is negativity versus realistic thinking. それはマイクの分ね。So can you translate that? Remember, I gave you the words. So positive thinking は日本語で
前向きな考え方。
はい、じゃあ、何？
Affirmation.
Okay, then number 2, realistic thinking. I forgot the word. Realistic thinking. Real.
現実的な考え方。
と、negativity.
マイナス。
No, マイナスじゃない。この言葉。
否定的。
はい、thank you very much. Okay, so basically, Kuni, what I want to say is when we talk about Ibunka communication, a lot of times we talk about countries, ね。So, Ibunka communication の説明じゃない、discussion の時は、 いつもは、国の例は使いますね。国 example ね。or so country-centered discussion. So we talk about different culture, like Japanese culture versus American culture. Okay. So 日本の文化反対じゃない。対象はアメリカの文化。例えば、マクドナルドとモスバーガー。So hamburgers. For example, when I say hamburger, a lot of times Americans would think of something like Burger King or McDonald's, right? But if you say hamburger to a Japanese person, they might think of McDonald's, which is an American restaurant, or they might think of Moss Burger, which is a Japanese version of an American hamburger, but different tastes, like teriyaki burgers and skinny burger, egg burgers and stuff. Or they might think of hamburger steak, which is like a Japanese hamburg. Okay, so for example, 例えばね、日本人の違うアメリカ話すときはアメリカ人ね、私と私は言ったハンバーガー、多分アメリカ人のイメージはマクドナルドのハンバーガーね。でも日本人はもちろんマクドナルドを考えて、いや、モスバーガーも
ありますね。
あります。もうでもハンバーガーもありますね。Those are difference in cultures, right? The same thing, but we have a different way.
イメージ違うね。
Right. Number two, I'm eating ginger candy. Go man, it's very tasty. Number two, when we think about異文化 communication, a lot of times we use companies. So 会社ね。会社の比喩使います。Use company metaphors. A company metaphor could be something like bank in Japan versus a trading company in Japan. So 銀行の会社の考え方、例えば very 厳しいね、very strict, very 安全。They want to be safe. They're conservative.
安全的。
そう、safe ね。
safe。
でも、traders, they might take more chances ね。So risky, ちょっと risky ね。
そうだね。
So even though they're both Japanese companies, their way of thinking might be different. So finally, today, Kunido, I want to talk about individual level. So today's individual level ね。So 人と人の関係ね、人間関係とか、それは違うものもありますね。So between two different people, there are different ways of thinking. So Kuni and Mike, today we're going to talk about. Okay?
Okay.
So say hi to somebody. Who's that? Say hello. Who's that?
Your friend? Good morning.
Hey, Tess. Hey, girl. That's my high school buddy.
Ooh.
How are you?
How are you?
I hope you can understand my Japanese because my wife refuses to translate. Okay, she don't want to translate it for me today.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's morning. She's in America, so it must be early in the morning for her.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah. All right, Kuni. So let's talk about individual level way of thinking. So we want to talk about positive thinking affirmation. So Kuni, my wife, every morning she says like this. Watashi wa ungai. Watashi wa ungai. I'm lucky. You're lucky. We are lucky. And when she started doing this, I was scared.
夏ぐらいからですね。アファメーションね、口に出してね、言うといいっつってね。私たちは運がいい。
違う。No, do it your real way. もう少し。
いいね、当たって。そう、私は運がいいよ。私たちは運がいいよって言ってて、最初めっちゃ引いてたんです。
No. Okay, just a moment. First of all, she's not doing. So what she's saying is basically the same. I said, in the summer she started this positive thinking and affirmation. But she didn't do it. She's doing. If she did like that, I wouldn't be nervous because we are lucky. Oh yes, that's not. Watashi wa ungai. Watashi wa ungai. I'm lucky. You are lucky. We are lucky. Like that. No, I don't have to be quiet. That's you. That's what I used to tell you. So you might恥ずかしいね。
ちょっと恥ずかしいけど。
なんで? But it's okay. But the point is that maybe she's right because I think. Realistic. じゃあ realistic は日本語なの。
realistic わかんない。
Real 本当の realistic thinking. You said already.
現実的。
No. これはね、向こう的ななんとか。これ positive thing. Okay, so I was thinking I was being realistic, but actually sometimes I was being negative. So we have some examples of how the positive thinking works. So we wanted to go to Bruno Mars, and Cooney was saying that, and we got 4 tickets. We only needed 2. We got 4 tickets.
そう言い始めて最初引いてたんですけど、ちょっとずつねいいことが起こり始めたんですよね。そうで皆さんが事前に申し込んだ人も多いと思うんですが、ルノマーズのチケットがね、なんと私4チケット当たったんですよね。
Yeah, usually you only get 2, right? One person can win 2, but we both won. So that was lucky, right?
そう、ラッキーだったね。
So I tried it again with the NBA tickets. And I tried and I didn't get it. So I was negative. But I ended up getting 1 ticket for me. My friend blessed me with a ticket. But, but if I would have been completely negative, maybe I wouldn't have got that. So NBA
そしてね、NBA のバスケットボール埼玉でやってたのが取れなかったんですよ、私たちは。で、残念と思ったらマイクのお友達がいいよ、あげるよっつってね。
Like 2 days before. So I was being negative again. And when you have negative energy, it can affect you, So, but I was being like half positive, half negative. But maybe if I'd been more positive, maybe we would have got 2 tickets. I don't know.
ね、そうラッキーがねちょっとずつね来たんですよ。
So another thing happened to us. My son went back to America and he had a bike. It was small for me, right? And I had a bike, and Cooney has a very old bike, and I repaired it a couple times. She didn't. I was worried about her. The brakes were bad, the tire, so I had it refixed, but it was so old. ね、はい、どうぞ。
そう自転車ね、子供がいた時3台1人1台あったんですけど、いなくなったので1台多かったんですよ。だけど私の自転車めっちゃ古くてマイクの自転車なんと盗まれちゃったんですよ。
Well, my bike was stolen later, man. That was later, but so we had 3, but Mikey's bike was too small. So my bike was stolen. So I was real negative about that.
そう結局ね、私の自転車捨てちゃった後で、子供のバイクはちょっとちっちゃいので、マイクは乗れないって言って、ね。
I couldn't ride, so it was small. So I thought, well, I'll buy a new bike next year, and then I'll just use his bike. The first time I rode Mikey's bike, it was too small. So I tried to switch and ride Cooney's bike, and her bike was old, and then finally her bike fell apart. So suddenly we only had 1 bike.
そう困ったね。
So we only had 1 bike.
ちょっとネガティブね。
And I was being negative. Both of us a little bit, man, but more me, because Cooney, she tried to solve. So sometimes you have to be realistic. So Cooney saw a very low price bike, and I said yes, and she found on Amazon. Looking on Amazon, searching. Let me tell my story, because you got to understand. I'm trying to understand positive thinking. So she found a bike, and I thought it was on Amazon because she was looking online. So I said, yes, buy the bike. You're great. Positive thinking. I'm trying to do positive thinking, but actually it wasn't Amazon, and it was fake, and they stole his money. はい、どうぞ。じゃあ、translation first.
自転車欲しいって言ってて、ネットで探したらですね、めっちゃ安いところがあったんですよ。はい。で、よし、見つけた、買うぞってね、言ってたんで、手続きも全部したんですけど、私、生まれて初めて詐欺のサイトでした。フェイクサイト。
Okay. So, from my point of view, first, I tried to be positive. So, I just thought it must be Amazon. Because I wouldn't buy if it wasn't Amazon, but I thought it was Amazon. And when you're a team or a pair, partners, husband, wife, partner, good friend, working together, you always got to check each other. So I was checking Cooney. I was like, it's Amazon. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Because sometimes we do things and we don't agree, but I think Amazon would say, but it wasn't Amazon. I didn't know. So we both made a mistake. That doesn't.
そうね、2人だからね、チェックして、これ買うどうするって言ってたんですけど、その時はね、2人して、チェックが甘かったんですよね。
But, so what happened is it switched, right? So this time Cooney was being negative because I said, Cooney, you can call your credit card and challenge this fake site and they'll give you money back. And Kuni said, no, I didn't. No, you can't do it.
So, ね、マイクは最初クレジットカード会社に電話して返してもらえって言ったんですけど、でも無理でしょっつってしばらくほっといたんですよね。
Yeah, I got a question from Tess, Kuni, real quick. She said, can we use Amazon? So Tess, sorry, Amazon is all over the world and they have Amazon Japan. So we can buy Amazon from America and ship it here. It's a little bit different, but I have to pay shipping costs. So I try to find the same things in Japan. And I'm going to talk about that another time. Go ahead. Can you translate that? Amazon はバラバラの国がありますね。例えば、Amazon もちろん USA、Amazon 日本は Amazon 日本。だからここからね、時々同じものを買えますね。でも、アメリカからはシッピングね、博物 What's the word? Shipping ね、you taught me today.
配達料。
配達料ね、でも高いね。だから、Japan ね。So I buy the Japanese one. And they have the lower prices and shipping prices cheaper because it's here. But they don't have the same things. So anyway, Kuni was negative. So that time you were being negative.
だったね。
So even though Kuni overall is more positive, sometimes she can be negative too. But they reverse the charges. はい、じゃあこの結論。
そう、結局ですね、電話したらね、クレジット会社さんってね、すごいですね。返してくれるってことですね。お金返ってきたんですよ。
So I have one more story, Kuni, of negative and positive thinking. Like one thing that affected me was the Olympics because we were positive. We got the tickets, but the whole thing was canceled. So I was really thinking, affirmation, this is 2 or 3 years ago. So I was really, kind of down on it. But I really think it's good, Kuni. I think it's a good thing.
ね、2年前もオリンピックのチケットね、2つ当たってたんですよね。まあオリンピック残念でしたけどもね。そう、やっぱりポジティブ。その時も、そう、ポジティブな言葉をね、結構叫んでましたね。
Well, it worked, but then the Olympics was canceled. So it's just, but basically, so we kind of talked about 2 different ways of thinking, and we want to be positive thinking, right? So so we've talked about positive thinking affirmations before, and these are things that can help you reach your dreams and your goals, okay? Next week, we're going to talk about goals and New Year's resolution. But this week, let's talk about dreams. So positive affirmation and positive thinking, Kuni, can help us make our goals. Can you translate that? 私できない。Positive thinking は何ですか？
前向きな考え方ね。
前向きな考え方は、あなたの目的ができる。
目標を叶えられる。
はい、目標を叶えられる。Yeah, you can make your goals with positive thinking. But how, Kuni? So let's talk about dreams.
Okay.
My dream, Kuni. But before we do my dream, what's your dream? Another question? じゃあ読んでください。私、目が悪いね。No, it was the same question. Same question. She said Amazon.
It's
Amazon.
5 to 9 a.m.
5 a.m. Girl, what you doing up at 5 a.m.? Go America.
You can shop on America.
I already did it.
I didn't know that.
No, that's yesterday. これ昨日。She's yesterday 5 a.m. Saturday 5 a.m. She's in California. So Kuni, what's your dream? Let me ask you a question. What's your dream?
おお、来た。いきなり。
No. What's your dream? Kuni, we already did. Okay.
What's
your dream? What's your dream, Kuni?
私の夢。
はい。
いっぱいあるね。
Give me one. The big one. What's the biggest one?
The biggest one.
Yeah.
毎年グランドスラムを見に行く。
グランドスラム？
グランドスラムテニス。
So
every year.
So okay, that's big. So okay,英語で。
I want to see to watch. I want to see Grand Slam tennis tournament every year.
Okay, don't worry about making mistakes. I will help you. I make lots of mistakes. So in English, okay, guys. So that was a good lesson. Kuni knows if you're speaking English, Spanish, Japanese, I don't care. Communication is most important.
Yes.
Some languages is harder. Japanese, it is harder. We want to say it correctly, but just communicate first. Don't worry about making mistakes. So Kuni, just don't worry about making mistakes.
Okay.
So Yeah, her dream is to go to a Grand Slam in the tennis. There's 4 Grand Slams.
Yeah.
She wants to go to at least one every year. French Open, US, Wimbledon, or Australian. That is big. I didn't know that. My dream was always to build my own house. To build a house, right? And I tried to do it in America. I told you maybe, I had those 3 empty lots. But after the bubble in the 2007, 2008, I wasn't able to build. So I came here, and then I found out about Akia. じゃあこれtranslation これですね。
そう、マイクの夢はですね、空き家を使って。
違う。マイクの夢は全然違う。アメリカで自分の家は、作りますね。I want to make from zero から。だから、vacant land わかんない。empty land, no house land. 日本語で no house land. empty.
土地。
例えば駐車場とか、でもここでハウスは作りたい。これ何これ vacant land. I forgot the name. 駐車場、parking lot でしょ、でも I want to change it to a house. 例えばこれは何 parking
土地。
Okay, right. So empty land, and then all over Tokyo.
空き地。
All over Tokyo, there's empty land, but it's so expensive.
そうそうね。
So then so I couldn't. So じゃあだから日本アメリカでできなかったね。リーメンシャークとかなんとかなんとかじゃできなかった。だから日本でこの夢をもう一回頑張りますね。So I was thinking about Akia. だからAkiaね。So I couldn't do it in Japan. So I came to I couldn't do it in America. So I came to Japan and I wanted to do it here. But empty land in Tokyo is very expensive. So my friend was telling me about Akia.
Okay, 分かったよ。I can translate. アメリカで、空き地からお家を作りたいね、仕事をしたかったけども、リーマンショックとかでうまくできなかったから日本でやりたいと。日本の空き地とか、なので今、日本でね、よく問題になってる空き家を探してそういう仕事をしたい。なので、いい空き家が教えてください。ね、
okay, ちょっと違う。Okay, whatever. Empty land is not an Akia. Akia is a house. 空き地。ありがとうね。So then I found out about Akiya, which means empty house.
Empty house.
And you guys, because Japan's population is going down, there's more and more empty house, and it's a big problem here. So if you want to buy your dream house, come and buy it in Japan. You can get 50,000. The problem is sometimes they're very old and they need a lot of repair, or they are very far from the big city. So what are you going to do? You have to have some type of work to do. Okay. じゃあ、アキヤは田舎にいます。いっぱいありますとか、でもこのうちは多分古いとかたくさんの問題がありますね。だから値段安いでも直すは高いですね。
そうね。
So that, so I found the condo and we went to Niigata. So can we say some pictures of Niigata?
そう。新潟にね、ちょっと行ってきたんですよね。
So in Niigata, I found, so this is a baby steps, guys. So, I've told you about baby steps before, right? So for example, 2 or 3 years ago, I started trying to work out again. And so I started doing push-ups, and I would do 3 push-ups every day, and Kuni laughed at me. But then that's a baby step. Now I can do 60 or 70 push-ups a day. Yeah. So, here is a picture of us going to the Bruno Mars concert. We forgot to show. Then, I found in Niigata, I found these condos, which are very low price, and you can buy them for a fraction of a house, and it doesn't need a lot of repair. So I think I'm going to try to do that. So we went to Niigata. Okay, Kuni, can you translate that?
そう。空き家ビジネスはね、まだまだなんですが、コンドミニアムっていうね、ところにちょっとですよ。これ新潟なんですけれども、多分行ったことある人いると思うんですが、これ下の写真ちょっと分かりにくいんですが、これ雪が降ったらスキー場です。で今これいわゆるリフト、まだ雪降ってないのでグリーンでリフトがちょっと見えにくいと思うんですが、お部屋から見えるんですよ。お部屋から見えるので、こういうところにね行ってきたんですね。
So what Kuni's saying now is she's asking, do you guys, if you've been to Niigata. So those of you who are not Japanese or living in Japan, Niigata is close to Nagano. You may have heard of Nagano because they had the Olympics winters in Nagano. So Niigata is very close there, relatives. And you can go there, and it's a ski resort area. So this is really baby steps, because so first Kuni showed the pictures. On the bottom is the ski lift, and then there's pictures of me with my friend Nate. And the rooms are really nice. We stayed in the room for a weekend, and I think we're pretty much going to buy one when we went to the meeting and stuff like that. But the point of this story is that this is a real baby step, Kuni, because I don't even like and we don't like cold weather.
そうなんですよ。新潟のね、コンドミニアムに行って、どうすんのっていうね、私たちね、寒いの2人とも好きじゃないのにね、見に行ったというね、まあでも空き家とか空き地とかそういうのに関しては、まあベイビーステップ。お友達ファミリーはですね、すでにもう半分ここに住んでいる人たちなんですけれども、それでちょっと一緒にね、行ってきました。
Right, so this is like a baby step because it's getting me into the business. By going there, I could show Kuni, who's my partner, what I really want to do. And we've met people who are doing it. And so I'm pretty sure, we already put in the thing. So in April, I'm going to buy it. And it's already done. Contract is already done. We're buying in April because of purposes, but basically it's done. And, the point of it is, though, that it's a real baby step because I really want to get into this business, but it's opposite of what I want to do. I want to go to the area, but this is a ski place. But, they show that at least you can cover your costs and the people that are doing the business. Can you do that?
Really?
All right. So, じゃあ、このニートのコンドミニアムね。コンドミニアムね。ごめん。コンドは英語でね。コンドミニアムね。買うたいのことは 3日券ですね。一番は本当に私のパートナーは一緒にしたい。だから説明したいね。だから一緒にじゃあ見ますとか、彼女見せてね。I can show you. 2番はスタートします。このビジネスを始めたい。だから小さいのステップできるんですね。3番ね、I can じゃあ別の人は会いましたね。同じビジネスのパートナーとか、人間関係ね、OK ましたね。You can make 生まれましたね。So we can create business relationships and human relationships with these people. So that's the reason why I do it. Let's see, what did she say? Oh, congrats, thank you.
Sandwich.
So, we have, we were able to this business and how it can be a real viable business for us. So we're gonna do it. So Kuni, that's what I mean. Positive thinking is good, but you have to put it with how, in my company link, we talk about through low context. So low context wa hakiri no hanashimasu. Speaking very directly. A lot of times we call it three-way low context because people always think about what they want to do. And sometimes they think about why. But you need to know how. How are you going to do it? いつも私たちの考えね、何を欲しいわかるね。これは欲しい。これはしたいね。でも時々なぜね、半分ね、60、70% ね、みんなはwhy? Well, I want to make money. I want to move to another place. I want to use this. でも how to do it ね。どうすれば、なんとか使い方ね。How to do it, we don't think about enough. So this is the way, baby steps is a good thing.
I think so.
And so, we're going to talk about dreams and New Year's resolution. Our next one, Kuni. I want to leave you guys with the dream that we ate today. So today, Kuni, me and Kuni, look at us. We're a little Chile sweatshirt. I'm in my pajamas. This was a hard month, November. That's why we're doing today. So today we treated ourselves to some sushi. And so this
今
is
日の
a
夕
nice
飯で
sushi
し
place.
た。
How much was this, Kuni? Oh, you could have got it for people in America.
これお寿司
Oh,
アメリカで
no. You bought it today. Hello, wake up. Hello.
これはいくらだったっけ ?8000 円ぐらいでした。
お、高いね。なんで？
今、日本高くなってる。
Okay, so the point of my story was, ね、今月は大変ね。だから今日はちょっと遅いね。このライブも疲れた。だから今日はジムに行きましたね。だからちょっと疲れた。そう晩ご飯私たちもじゃあできない。So we bought this food. So today was a hard month. We worked hard. We went to the gym on a cook. So I was trying to tell my American friends how cheap you can get sushi for, but this sushi was like $80, which is probably cheap in America, but it's like.
美味しかったよね。
No, it's not a problem, but I'm just shocked because you can go down to Seiyu, which is like Walmart, and get this same sushi for about 3,000 yen, but the taste is not the same. So it was cool. All right. じゃあ、以上ね。That's the time. So next time we got New Year's resolutions. Ja, let's say goodbye to our friends. Somebody else wrote a comment. So we're gonna, we're gonna do this one on the 24th of December. Christmas Eve.
クリスマスイブね。次ね、多分ね。西脇さん、湯沢いいところですよ。近いからね。
So my friend 西脇さん。
西脇。
なんで西川いた？西脇さん said that he really likes that place.
Actually, knowing how is very important.
That's right. Thank you, Tess. Totally agree.
Good. お寿司ね、きっとね。
寿司ね。All right, guys. So that's all for today. Thank you for joining us, Tess. Thank you for getting up at 5 in the morning.
どうもありがとうございました。
I know you're a nurse, though, so you get up early anyway, girl.
はい。じゃあ、今年もう一回、クリスマスイブに。はい、会いましょう。See you again.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Bye bye.
Bye, Kuni. Thank you for your translation.
You are